Hello, I'm Christy and this is Positive X-Ploration, and today I want to talk about hope and how to keep hope going, right? Keep hope alive. Hope springs eternal. Hope floats. Hope is necessary if you're going to have a positive exploration.
Leave your limitations, live and go against them. Just let go and start up something new. Cause I know that what you planned out, everything that you built up, isn't what you want. And I know the life you're living isn't that fulfilling. Let me help you out.
This year has had some ups and downs. There are things that I'm really happy about in my life and other things that have proven to be a little more difficult than I expected. And there are certain things where I feel like I'm at a standstill. I don't know what else to do. And other things, I'm like, okay, there are some things I haven't tried. Like, for example, my weight loss. That has been frustrating this past 12 months. So I've gotten a nutritionist. I believe that has to help with my eating habits. She has me focusing on things that I didn't realize were going to be things to focus on when I first went to see her. I thought she was going to say other things, and she didn't. So I am doing those things, and I'm not quite sure where I went wrong this last month, because the first month went really well, and then I gained everything back plus a little bit more. But anyway, we talked about it. I have a plan, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it work. I have joined Paula B's Get Your Goal group. I can't talk about it too much. That's part of the agreement, right? But I'm just telling you that because I followed her exercise plan off and on for 3 years. I have her book that I haven't read. I've only read the first couple of chapters, maybe not even. I don't even know what chapter I'm on. And so I decided to join her group because what we're going to work on is my mindset. But I'm just going to keep learning and keep going and keep trying, because that is the theme. One of the themes of Positive Exploration is to keep going and hold on to that hope, because I know I can do these things. The weight loss and the other things that I have. The other thing that I'm on a standstill on, I still think I can do something with that. On a few of the things that I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? What do I try now? What am I not doing well enough here? One of the things I was going to do, I was going to take a video class, how to shoot video before this hobby, because if I'm going to do YouTube channel stuff, as you may have noticed in some of my videos where I'm walking around a city or on a path in the woods, it's shaky cam time, and it's I don't pan very slowly. I tend to go too fast, even though I feel like I'm really going slow, and things like that. And I was going to do that. I never did that. So I think that's something that I really need to put down on the agenda as a serious thing to do, and take some editing courses as something that I seriously need to do. Now, sometimes we can think that maybe we aren't supposed to do the thing we want to do. Maybe we're not creative enough. Maybe we don't write well enough. I mean, I'm writing a book too. And sometimes I think I don't know that I'm really that good at writing. There have been moments where I have been. In my distant past, there was potential there. But if I'm honest with myself, there have been only a handful of times where people have said something to me like, that was really well written, or that was a really good story, or really good whatever it was. But also, to be fair to myself, I haven't written that much creatively for the public. There have only been a handful of people who've seen some of my creative work. So maybe I need to give myself a break there. It can be really easy to get really down on yourself. And say things like, I'll never lose weight. I'm 50 years old, set in my ways, it'll never change. It's too late to start a YouTube channel. You don't know anything about making videos anyway. And why are you writing a book? Are you a writer? I mean, you haven't written anything in years. You can look at your own work, especially as a creative person. You can look at your own work and just think it's all trash. And are there videos that I've put up that I don't love? Yeah. I've put up videos that I'm like, this isn't gonna do it. But I upload it anyway. I suppose I don't have to, but I'm afraid that I wouldn't ever post anything, or at least I wouldn't post very much. I don't know, is that a better strategy? I don't know. While it is easy to get down on myself and say bad things about my work and my habits, that aren't happening. We'll talk about my habits video at the end of the year. Really, at the end of the day, don't have a lot to complain about. I'm doing really well. There's just, also nothing wrong with wanting things to be better. I'm trying new things so that I can get to a new place, right? There's this saying that the definition of insanity is, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, right? So I'm doing different things so that I can get a different result, right? I'm doing mindset work for the weight loss, because I feel like if I can follow my nutritionist advice, get the movement in, get the macros where they need to be, and go from there, I'm good. Anyway, I've made improvements. I just want more improvements, because part of my 50s being my renaissance is to do things to improve my health so I have a better quality of life as I age, and I can physically do more as I age, so that I can enjoy my life for as long as possible, because we tend to take advantage of our younger years. We don't know what we have. especially physically, we don't know what we have. It's when you don't have it anymore, you're like, oh yeah, I had it pretty good then. There was a time in my 20s when I worked out every day, I was physically fit, but maybe I wasn't necessarily all that much happier or anything, so there's that. I would say that I am 10 times happier now than I ever was in my 20s, generally speaking. Things can get better, so hold on to that hope. Keep doing things to keep your focus on the task at hand, eyes on the prize. If you go through times of, where it's just daunting or it just seems like it's never going to happen and it's, overwhelming, maybe you can't do this kind of thinking, which I have been through very up and down all year long and, and forever. I don't have anything that's not cliche to say. Get back on the horse kind of thing. Without hope, you're going to give up. And when you give up, that 100% guarantees that your goal is gone. Try new things, learn new things. I'm going to put it down on my to-do list to take those classes on content creation, editing, filming. I'm going to do the mindset work. I'm going to do the movement. I'm going to do the macros. I am going to keep writing, and it will happen. It will. You'll see. And it can happen for you too, and that is my point. Remember the wins you've had so far. I have plenty of wins from when I started this whole journey with YouTube, with writing the book, with losing the weight. I've made some strides. I just want more strides. And so keep going for more strides. Stay hopeful, and I will see you next time.